but then I'd stab myself in the eyeball. So it's not a good thing to drink water. So, did y'all see that? Like, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, that was dumb. What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at a kind of a unique looking knife. This is a little steel finger claw survival knife, but what I've actually been doing with it is using it to cut open boxes and things. But you know, it's a little cheaper knife, but it's pretty cool. It has its uses, so let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Alright, so not much to this knife at all. It's got a little pleather sheath with it, which is kind of cool. Little standard nylon rope sheath lanyard right here. But let me give y'all a close up on it real quick. So, as you can see, guys, super simple. Don't worry about my finger. I end up smashing it. But right here you got your little nail nick for some weird reason. But hawkbill style blade, your finger hole, your lanyard hole, and you might want to replace this maybe with a leather or a black would look kind of cool too. But just or some actual real paracord if you're using it for survival type purposes. But just slides on your finger just like that. But what I've been doing is my knuckles are really big and it still fits in there really nice. I've been putting it right here on the middle finger, and if I have boxes that I like to break down, you know, I probably try to do it once a week. I've actually sharpened this thing up a little bit, and I'll go in there and use it and cut them down, and then you can still pick up stuff, move whatever you got to move, and you're good to go. But you know, it's okay. It does have jimpings right here that are incorporated on the spine, which don't make a whole lot of sense, just like that. But it is a cool looking little steel finger claw. But that's basically it, guys. Comes with this little sheath right here. Super simple. Slides in fine. You know, as I'm doing it backwards, it doesn't slide in fine. But it does not stay in there well. So when they talk about survival type knives, you know, it's definitely going to have to be in a bug out bag, in a pocket where you know how to get to it, because it's definitely going to slide out. But what I want to do is at least go see how sharp this blade really is. Alright, now, I don't know if this is really going to do it justice because I've been cutting boxes up, but let's see how sharp this thing is. So, right here on the cut down, you know why I think there's only ripping right there is because it caught back here. So let's try to just run it one more time slowly, because that was actually a little surprising. See right there on that cut down is not bad. Let's try it at an angle, because what it's doing with this hawkbill is that it's running up and it's getting caught right there if there was a choil. But the blade didn't seem to be that bad. So at an angle right here, we got it catching. There are a few tears right here, but I've been really cutting open boxes with this. So guys, the blade is really not that bad. So let's check out the point on it. Definitely going to be some push on it, but you come in there, bam, almost like a claw on your cut downs. Almost looks like a few rips there at the start, but then right down here at your main part of your belly, it actually seems to be super sharp. You know, that wasn't really a fair shake for the sharpness of it, because I had manipulated it and I beat it to death. But right out of the box, it's not crazy sharp. It's really not. I mean, you definitely got to put an edge to it. I am worried about this thing sitting in your pocket if you would carry it. I think the way to do it is to almost carry it like a wallet. So it would be flat back there, but you're going to have to pull. I tell you what, let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. Now, I don't see this being much of an actual pocket knife because of how loose it fits in this sheath. However, it's almost would be good without this, you know, lanyard right here. If you could put it in your wallet, it is thin enough to do that. So if you were to sit here, put it in your back pocket and have it, you might be okay. However, just be careful when you go to pull it out in case it has fallen out of that sheath. And now that I think about it, it's really not a good fit for the pocket, because if it does fall out of the sheath and it's in your pocket, it's going to cut your pocket up. So if you do have it in there, just be cautious of that. It slides in the front pocket just fine, no print at all. I mean, look at that. You're not going to have any. So when you go to reach your hand in your pocket, just be careful. Make sure it's in the sheath and pull it out by the sheath and not by the lanyard. But once you got it out, you can put it on your fingers, do whatever you got to do. But just be cautious, because this thing does fit loose in the sheath. So if you're putting it in, just make sure that you keep that in mind. Yeah, if you're going to use this as an EDC or something that you carry around, just be careful, because it will slide out super easy. But it's a super unique knife. Doesn't weigh much at all. Super lightweight, super bugging out. I mean, it's pretty cool. They said it was good for sailing, you know, fishing and diving, which I could see depending on your purposes of it, because I mean, it's right there. You know, if I needed to, you know. But then I'd stab myself in the eyeball. So it's not a good thing to drink water. So, did y'all see that? Like, I didn't really think about that. But, yeah, that was dumb. So, I don't know. Just be careful with it, because the tip on it is sharp. So, y'all just almost saw me lose my eyeball. Maybe. But let's go ahead. Let's get the weight and measurements of this knife. Alright, let's see what we're looking at right here on the measurements of this thing. You know, the sheath's not really going to matter, but let's go ahead and knock it out anyway. Going to be about 3.5 inches in the sheath. Now, pulling this sucker out, total length, we're going to be looking at 2.25 inch right here. With an actual blade, yeah, the blade right here is only going to be 1 inch long. So, that's actually a shorter blade, but it's not too bad. I mean, that's what you're really going to want with a small knife like this. Now, let's go ahead, let's get some weight on this thing. Let this zero out. With the sheath, this is what we're going to be looking at. Wow. No way. Okay, I read this upside down and it's 0.2, but almost 0.6 ounces, so not even an ounce with a sheath. 0.35, so that could go either way. 0.3, 0.4. I mean, guys, this thing is super lightweight. You take that rope off right there, it's definitely going to be less than 0.3 ounces, or it'll be on the lighter side of 0.3 ounces. So, guys, this thing is not too bad for the weight and measurements. Super lightweight, of course, and this thing can be a fun little knife. You know, if you get cut with it, it's not going to be a terrible cut. Blade's not super long, but for a little survival knife like this, not too bad. Use it in a defensive type stance. You could turn it around. You know, you could sit like this. You could really have this thing concealed. You take that lanyard hole off. You know, it's pretty good. You know, but bam, it's right there. So, overall, guys, not a bad knife. Just a quick little simple review on the steel finger claw. Give you all one last little close-up on it. That's it, guys. Right there. Slides out of the sheath. Super easy. But just a fun little survival knife if that's the route that you want to take. But, you know, I found another use for it to cut open boxes. So, if you're looking for a little steel finger claw knife, you know, for the money, you can't beat it. I'll leave a link in the description if y'all want to go check it out. Appreciate you watching. If you are thinking about getting it, hope the review helped. Make sure you are subscribed. Be sure to check out our Friday night knife giveaways, where we give knives away every single Friday. So if we decide to do this one, you might not even have to get it. So appreciate you watching, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.